Hey guys, welcome back to Big LT. Today I'm going to be showing off every street light in my neighborhood. Well, kinda. I am going to skip some physical appearances for good reasons. I'll just tell you what they are. And I'm doing this because I think either this morning or yesterday we got a new street light in our neighborhood, so we're going to check that out. Alright, here's the first street lights in the neighborhood. These are lamp style street lights. So these streetlights here, these are the only streetlights down this direction here. See one there? Well, you can actually see a couple down there. They're all the exact same. So I'm not going to be walking down there and showing off every individual one because they all look like these lamp style streetlights. Then we've got two down here too. Dude, there's some random ass lady just walking down the road while I was filming that. That was super awkward. Alright, here's the other one. Not too far away from the other, or the other side filmed. See, they're down there. They're all lamp style ones. But heading down to my house, we're getting more variety. Here's the next lamp style one. It's not too far away from the one I was just at. Yep. One more to go. And here's the last one. The last of these lamp type streetlights. There's a bunch of bugs flying around it. And I don't know if I already mentioned this before, but all of these lamp streetlights, they used to have high pressure sodium bulbs in them. They all shine orange, like a normal high pressure sodium, you know. Well, orange is yellow. You can also shake this one around too on the pole, for whatever reason. You would just see these around like the smaller neighborhoods of my city. They're not usually, you can't usually find them in major streets and stuff. Like maybe major neighborhoods, but like no big streets and stuff usually. Just neighborhoods and stuff like this. Here's the next one. This here is definitely different from all the others. This here is like a NEMA head LED. It's not exactly the average NEMA head design. There's a little difference to it, but I can't show you it right now because it's too dark. And I would get closer too, but there's people right next to it, or on the other side of the road by it, who are out doing stuff. I don't want to look like an awkward little schizo random person just filming streetlights because that'll be really weird. Here's a shot of the two previous streetlights because it looks cool. This one used to be high pressure sodium too, but then like early on in like 2013 or 14, I forgot, but it was early on in the 2010s. It got replaced by a different type of LED than this. Then that different type of LED eventually burnt out and it was replaced by a completely different new head. Too many cars on the road right now. Seriously, man. Here's the next NEMA head LED, I guess. This here is just right on the other side of the road from my house. So this here is the one I see every day. This one's an LED, just like all the others. This one used to be there used to be a different NEMA head here, and it was high pressure sodium, just like the other one down there. That was replaced by an LED before they were cool, down here at least. That one was replaced by an LED way before, well, not way before, but like maybe 2 years before my city just did a whole LED apocalypse thing. Barely any old streetlights were spared on the road. Here it is up close. You see? Here is what's to come. Here's the next streetlight. It's covered in a tree. The homeowner right next to the streetlight, I think he's out right now, so I don't want to get too close. That would be awkward. This here is the exact same light for like all the others. Like the other two. It's just a NEMA head LED, just like the one a few blocks away from my house, and the one at my house, and all that stuff. Yep, It's the exact same. These are very common in my city. Here's the next one. This is the one that sparked this video idea. This here is the newest streetlight in the neighborhood currently, and it's definitely different too. This here is not a NEMA head. This here is kind of like a hybrid between a NEMA head and a flat head. I should have got a video of this when it was still daylight. Alright, you can kind of see it now. You can see it's like a flat head, but it also has a cone around it like a NEMA head. So the street light that was here previously, this was an LED NEMA head just like all the others down the neighborhood. But I noticed something, like, I don't know, for 2 months or maybe a month, at least a month, the old one here, the old LED, it just stopped working. Yep, it just stopped working altogether. So eventually they replaced it with a completely new fixture. And I welcome this change. This here is, I believe this here is the third light fixture on this pole. First one being a high pressure sodium NEMA head. Second one being the LED NEMA head that was recently replaced. And this here is the third one that just replaced the LED NEMA head. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention the last street light down there. That used to be an HPS NEMA head. I'll make a part 2 tomorrow where I film all of these street lights at day so you can see them better. These bugs are killing me right now. Ugh. Here's the next one. And oh my god, a car's coming right now. Okay, the car turned. This here's another LED NEMA head. This replaced an old school NEMA head that had a high pressure sodium light in it. There it is. And now we move on to the final one. This is the final street light in my neighborhood. And this one is kind of unique compared to the others. All the others, they have been on one side of the street. Well, I mean, at least the NEMA heads were. The lamp ones, they could be on any side of the street. They are like mix and match, back and forth and all that stuff. For the most part, these here have been on the same side of the street until this. This one here is on the other side of the street and it's facing the highway. Well, kinda, so you can say it's also a highway light, but this here still belongs to our neighborhood. So it's still a neighborhood street light. Yeah, this here's the final one. Here's a little bonus. Here's some more LED NEMA heads, just an entire row of them. They're not in my neighborhood. They're mainly used for this apartment community here. Here's another bonus. Here's all the other LED NEMA heads in the apartment complex here, which they're technically on our street, kinda, but they're their own thing, you know. Here are the last 2 bonus street lights. This is a NEMA head, and it has a high pressure sodium bulb in it. And this is the street light that that just dominated our neighborhood, or my side of the neighborhood, for years until they were replaced in the early 2010s. Like, I think 2014 was the year they were all replaced, I believe, or maybe it was before. Actually, I think it was 2017. Now that I realize. So, yeah, I do miss these. They were much cooler than these boring LEDs. And then we got another NEMA head. This here's the last NEMA head. This one here is a mercury vapor, which my neighborhood, we didn't have any mercury vapors down in my neighborhood. Well, maybe a long time ago, back when they were more popular, but that wasn't around then. This here has always been the closest mercury vapor streetlight to my house. And it's surprising how this one, along with the NEMA head, along with the high pressure sodium, are still around. While all the others here were replaced by LEDs around the same time that the others on the streets were replaced by LEDs. I believe that these here used to all be high pressure sodium NEMA heads, I believe. I don't know why this one here and this one here are not are not LEDs yet. Why have they not been replaced by LEDs? It's kind of boggling, you know. All right, well, that's the end of this. That's the end of today's video. Tomorrow I'm going to come back out here and film all the streetlights again, but at day, so you can see what they look like. The time has come to finally come back out here when the sun's still out and very hot and all that stuff. So couldn't really see the streetlights all too well last night, so I'm going to show you them all again in the daylight so you can see what they look like. Here are the lamp style streetlights. See, it's not the fancy type of lamp streetlight like the ones in downtown Rolla. These are just more commercial like, I guess you can say. They're not meant to look too fancy. They're just meant to do their job, which these lights are decent, but they don't give off too much light, you know. And there's another one, and then there's some down there, which I'm actually going to walk down there and show you something that I forgot to show you last night. Oh, I'm also going to just make this into one big video. I was originally going to make the daylight video a part 2, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to just make this all one big video. Here's the one I just filmed, but up close, since I'm walking down here. Here's a cool shot of the previous one I just was at. Well, not, you know what I mean. Here's a cool shot of the one that I filmed first. Today and last night. There's that. These all used to be high pressure sodium, and they were cooler. These are not too spaced out. This one here is just 2 blocks away from the one I just filmed. Here's the next one, which is also 2 blocks away from the other. As you can see, they're all the same, like I said last. Here's a bonus light here. You can say it's on our neighborhood, but it's like behind somebody's yard. So it's a yard light. It's not really a street light, but it is in the neighborhood, so I'm going to include it. So this here is a NEMA head, and it's high pressure sodium, just like all the street lights here used to be. Still works and everything. It's not being replaced by an LED because it's safe from the road and all that stuff. You hear a train. Oh yeah, I'm also going to show you this at night, so let's turn it to night. Well, this is a first. Well, alright, you can see it there. It's not working. Jesus, the camera quality. I think there's something on my screen, on my camera. But yeah, it's not working, sadly, but it is a high pressure sodium NEMA head. I don't know, hopefully it is only temporary. Yeah, look at this. I keep forgetting everything. There's a second NEMA head here, not too far away from the first one. It's mercury, it's high pressure sodium too, and I didn't see it working at night, so it must have not been lighting up. I wonder if the power company shut both of them down. Hopefully not. Here's the next street light. It also has a bike sign on it. The next one, just a few blocks away. Yep, it's the same. And here is the final lamp style street light. And I forgot to mention last night that this actually belongs to 2 neighborhoods. Belongs to the one down here. It stretches all the way over there, you know. The entire neighborhood also has, well, not the entire neighborhood, but it has a lot of these lamp style streetlights too. This one, it's not in the best shape, but it works. And this is the first NEMA head style light here. Yeah, it's not exactly a normal NEMA head design. See, the lens is a bit more up front than in the middle. I'm not really the biggest fan of this design. I would rather have the whole fixture in the middle of the top thingy there, the sensor, whatever it's called. Yeah, and this here is the one that used to have a different LED in it, and then previous to that it had a HPS light in it. Here's the one on the other side of my house. Here's the one in the tree. Yep. And this here is the brand new one that was just installed. It's super bright out here and I can barely see my screen, so I apologize if the quality is lower than usual. Yep, it's a hybrid between like a NEMA head and a flat head, I guess you can say. Yeah, looks pretty nice. It's definitely a big change from what we've been getting down here. I mean, in the neighborhood, but we do have a few of these around the city. Here's the second to last one. This streetlight has a bunch of signs on it, but I'm not going to show you because right next to the signs there's a stop sign that has a street name on it. So yeah, just show you the streetlight. And then we got the final one in the neighborhood. This here is used for both the neighborhood and the highway next to it, you can see. Yeah, pretty nice. It's on the other side of the road from the others, from well, most of the others at least. And here's the two bonus NEMA heads, which are not in the neighborhood, but they're in an apartment community right next to the neighborhood. This here is the mercury vapor, and then this one here is the high pressure sodium. Yeah, there it is. This is my favorite type of NEMA head and my favorite type of bulb inside of it. And then this is a NEMA head. I mean, the high pressure sodium one. And wow, I really can't see my camera right now. But hopefully the camera quality is good. Yep, there it is. And that will be all, folks. Nope. It's time to go back home. I am sweaty. It's very hot out.